Hello and welcome back to our sustainable journey. I'm Steve. Today we are going to check on those worms that we put in the bins last time, and then I want to show you that Arrowquip system, some of it, because we finally got all the parts. It only took 5 months. Alright, let's take a look and see how the worms made their new home. So, there they are. Looks like they've left the tops of the bins. They've left the top of the lid, so I can pull that out of there. Let's see. They've left the inside. No, of course not. They've made themselves at home. They are all over this thing. So what I may end up doing is hosing them out, because that'll work, because this bin looks a little dry, but they're doing all right. So we'll leave them. They're working their way in. Yep, that one's the same thing. Worms on the bin. Worms in the ground. Assuming the same thing. Yep, they all made their way out of this corner. These bins are dry. And it hasn't been that hot. It's actually gotten cool. And you'll notice the trees are already changing colors. It was just like 900 degrees, what, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? And now it's, I could almost wear a sweatshirt and pants. It's weird. So that's this one. Let's check on the other one and see if we have the same thing where they're staying in the bins. Let's take a look. Let's see, spiders, but no worms. Out here, we get, well, you've probably seen in my videos, giant spiders. But that's okay. They help. They get rid of all the other pests. So this lid, nothing, spiders. I don't see any worms. No. Good. Leave those out. That's just a root or something from a tree. So, this doesn't have too many worms on it, just a couple. One there, one there. The rest are down there. Let's see this one. That's not too bad. They've moved their way down. And this one, I think this was just a bottom. I don't see any worms. Actually, all the worms have moved down. Good. I'll pull that one out. And then I'll move this one over. I'll try and convince them to move around a little bit. Yeah, this is gonna be, it's getting dry. So we'll need to get some moisture in there. That's one downside to using the compost versus just straight up dumping food scraps in there, is all the moisture has been gotten out of it. So you need to moisten them up a little bit. So, all right, cool. So they're doing all right. They just need a little bit of moisture, which I can easily provide them. And you can see that I am dealing with a really, really bad cold. I've been sick all week. But the farm doesn't care that you're sick. So we still have plenty of work to do. So I'm going to get a hose and we'll rinse these guys out. Got a hose. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. And I'm not worried about moisture in these bins. If they get overly wet, I can just add more cardboard because they're big enough that it's not a big deal if there's a wet side on one side or whatever. So, oh, that's going to be a terrible idea. Alright. See if we get the rest of them. There we go. I think we got them all. Ooh. All right. That's one. All right. Nope, nope, we didn't get them all. Watch on this side. There we go. Clean bin. It's probably the cleanest that bin has ever been. All right, let's see. Last but not least. Oh, this one's not too bad. And you see the water's pooling, but this is not a hill. It's all going to slope in that way where the worms are. So it'll be fine. And there's still that big wad of stuff. Nope. What? Oh, we got a bunch on this side. Okay. Did we get them all? No, we did not get them all. Okay, so that is all. And by virtue of doing that, the bin is mostly got enough. But today is Friday, so they'll be getting some food in a couple hours once all the buckets come in. Let's go check on the other one. So this one just had those 2 tubs. So it's the same thing. Tip them up. They didn't look too bad. Try something. And the other side. Don't see any worms. I think we're good. None over here. None over there. Alright, now we can get this one. Yep. It's gonna be. Come on. Yeah, let's do some more. There we go. I think we kind of like the log ride for worms. Okay, so let's finish wetting it. And I already see something that doesn't belong. This would have been around asparagus or something like that. We'll toss that in the garbage. Okay, there we go. I don't know what that is, but that is not compostable. Oh, there you go, it's parsley. So, we'll pull that out of there. That's not something the worms can enjoy. There we go. They're doing good. So we just need to make sure that they have enough moisture. I'm probably going to end up putting them in the barn in the next week or two. It's getting down to like 50 at night. And I don't think there's enough worms in here just yet to keep themselves warm. So we'll put them inside so they can keep nice and warm, because it's a lot warmer in the barn. Okay, so the other thing that I wanted to talk about this week is our Arrowquip system. We got the head gate up by the house, which I need to put in place. But then we have the rest of this out here. This isn't the way it's gonna go, but I wanted to put it all out, see how it's gonna work. It's actually pretty neat. It all just hooks together nice and easy with these pins. So there's a pin at the top, pin at the bottom, so you can pull the pins and move the gates and things like that. And then there's also sweeps. So this is a sweep. So what happens is you can move the cows and push them whichever way you want it to go. And the reason I haven't talked about this is because I finally got the last piece, that gate, about a week ago. I ordered this in April. It is now September, and I finally got the last piece. Because, well, there were some issues. So they shipped it to Missouri. I am not in Missouri. So then they had to ship it back out here. And then they forgot some pieces. So the owner of the company, or the middleman, I don't know what you call it, the guy who actually delivers it, because Arrowquip is a Canadian company. The local guy had to deliver it himself, which is fine by me, because it was, you know, not his mistake necessarily, it was Arrowquip's mistake, but they got it to us. So the whole idea here is cows will come in through that gate. This is going to move over. We got to put it in place still. Cows will come in through here. We'll go through the head gate at some point in here, and then at another point in here, we're gonna set it up so that they can get loaded into the trailer. 2 of them, I think it's the black one and the one in the bottom right. That's Ruby and that's Onyx. Those 2 are gonna get hooked up with a bull next weekend. So we need to load them onto the trailer. And so we wanted to get this set up. And then, now they notice me and they start talking. And then the other 2 we want to preg check because they were bred about a month or 2 ago. So that's why we need the head gate. So we can put them in there. The vet can do the preg check. Make sure they're good. So that we're going to finish setting this up proper this weekend. And see how we like it. We may change. And then for winter, we're probably going to move some of these into the barn because if they're having their babies, they should be due sometime in early January. And that's like the coldest time of year to have a calf. And so we want to make sure that they're going to be in the barn where it's the warmest area. So we're going to take, and that's what's great about this system, is it's very modular and you can move stuff around, and we can put some of it in the barn so that they have a safe place to have their calves. I mean, they're fine outside. The calves are not. The cows will be fine outside because they can maintain their temperatures. The calves cannot. So we need them inside for at least the first little bit while they're first born, to make sure that they're not freezing to death, because we get some cold weather here in central Illinois. So that's this doodad. So we've got 2 sweeps. So there's a sweep there, sweep there. This is a gate, so you can open and close it. Similar to the head gate one. I think I showed you guys that one. Same thing, this hooks on to these fence panels. So we're gonna get that set up. I will try to do a video of us setting it up. The problem is this weighs a lot, and so I need to use the tractor, and it's hard to film while moving all the pieces around, but we'll try. We'll give it a shot. So that'll be maybe next time if I can get it edited in time. All right. See y'all later. Those of you that have been following this page know how excited I am to finally get this bad boy. Now I just need the permit. So we'll find out at the end of this month. There's a lottery system here, so we can't use it until we get the tag. But I figured, may as well be prepared, right? So we'll see what happens there. It's the end of September. So when that starts, and I think season starts mid-November, mid-October, mid-November, somewhere in there. So we'll see if we can get ourselves a bobcat.